If you've ever found yourself addicted to watching X-rated videos, I bet you never considered yourself a virtual cuck. Hold on to that anytime that you think about watching it again. And here are some things that I think no one's really talking about. Number one, you have to have a personality. You have to be a person that other people want to be around to some extent. Now, it doesn't say that you have to go crazy into like the red pill sign. That doesn't mean that you have to be a simp either.
Do I simp? Yes.
You have to be kind of cool, bro. Like, I don't know what else to tell you about that. These superpowers that you're finding, use those powers to boost yourself. Whatever you like, use that new focus and new drive to dive more into that. Also, with this personality, you have to have confidence. Like, let's say you haven't watched any of this in like 4 or 5 months, right? When you're going out to shoot your shot, you have to be okay with shooting your shot, it not working out, and going home and not touching yourself. Like, you have to be okay with bad days.
Afternoon, ladies.
Ew, nigga, you smell like french fries.
Because life isn't always going to work out, right? Like, if you're not working on building this confidence, or you're not working on, building more self-esteem, you're just going to be pent up, right? And a thing that comes with confidence and comes with self-esteem is failure. It's all just people skills. Work on your pronunciation, your eye contact, and most importantly, your body language. Not only these things, but your just overall appearance. Work on all of that, and don't touch yourself. This one's more of a question. When is it okay to really be like aroused, or when is it okay to be horny, especially if you're like single during these times? Obviously, yes, you want to boost your productivity and wherever you're using that energy, but you can't suppress being human for trying to be a man, spelled M-A-Y-U-N. Like, all you're going to do is still be a person. How are you getting that off? Especially if you don't have a girlfriend or like a friend with benefits. Some of us don't have money to pay for sex. Some of us don't want to pay for sex. But if you're not fortunate to find a relationship that has like that you're frequently having sex or whatever, what are you supposed to do when you're feeling this? I don't think you're supposed to edge all the time. It's just a question, but it's something I want you to think about. But I've been down this road before, and you can only do so many Kegels, bro. Like, I can only meditate for so long before I have to go to work. I don't think this needs its whole section, but what's a healthy sex life in 2024, or whenever you may be watching this? We're somewhere between this loneliness epidemic and a sexual revolution. So where's the good like middle ground between there, right? Like, is it the amount of people you have sex with, or is it the amount of times you have sex? Again, that's just really more so of a question, but some people just can't go cold turkey. So if you're having troubles going cold turkey, I say maybe try weaning. I saw someone on Instagram. It's not that they couldn't hold out, but they had their own way of doing NoFap, right? And they brought it down to like once a week. If you can find a way to control it, then you'll be good. The third one, you've always had the willpower to stop. You just didn't want to. And it's okay. I mean, you have to forgive your younger self for it, but you have the willpower to not do it. Sometimes it does get hard. Again, when are you supposed to be horny if you're like single and you don't have a girlfriend, or you don't have access to sex like that? So when you want to stop, you truly want to do it. Kind of how people say like, oh, I changed my life in a year. It's possible. Like, you can do it. You just have to make these decisions and really be on it. Big reason about why stopping is hard is because watching it is so easy. Like, it's so accessible. And then what's also wild is most of the time, like any kind of blockers or anything like that, as far as like search engines go, is pretty easy to get around. It's not too much of a hassle to get to where you want to go, right? But that's the thing. Porn is just easy, bro. And watching that is way easier than building a personality and going out and failing.
Ew, nigga, you smell like french fries. Smell like french fries. Smell like french fries.
It's so easy because girlfriends and wives and relationships that don't go your way when you want it to go your way right now is hard. Instant gratification is harder to get rid of because delayed gratification is harder to deal with. You just have to pick your hard, right? Pun intended. Continuously watching porn isn't easy. You feel like a loser. Let's just put it out there. You feel like a loser. But your thing is, like, what kind of hard do you want to deal with? Do you want to deal with like not feeling good enough to go out and get a woman, or do you want to deal with the hardship of like dealing with a relationship with a physical person that's right here? Like, pick one. Also, stop counting the days. Counting the last time you did something that you liked and you can't do it no more, almost is like mental punishment. Now, it's not to say don't keep track of your progress, for sure. Like, stay on top of when you knew, like, hey, I stopped doing this day. But maybe for a while, just don't count the days, because the thing is, you stopped because you knew that you liked it, right? Even if you didn't feel the best afterwards, while it was going on, you still liked it. In this like recovery phase for you, don't worry about the days as much. That's gonna be all you can think about is the last time you did it. So give yourself a break and really just keep going. And if you relapse, do it again. Don't relapse again. But what I'm saying is, like, if you relapse, get back on your horse. You know, you sometimes have to give it a couple days, and then just don't think about it. All right, here's the last one. I don't think it'll hurt, but it's a dose of reality. Just because, let's say you have your personality down, you got your money right, whatever that you want to get done, none of that necessarily means that you're going to find someone to share your life with. I don't want to be pessimistic, but it's just a harsh reality, right? Look at what we've done to dating, right? Like, whether it's Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or BLK or any of these apps that we use for dating, we're all talking about how trash the apps are. We are just so turned off by like how other people act, whether it be in real life or on the app bars. And we are just turned off. We just swipe. You might right swipe on some people. And it's not to say you can't find anyone on Tinder. We've tried, right? We put money into it and it doesn't work out. Also, look at how we've continuously just talk about dating on YouTube. Everyone's like, shit is out in the open. So everyone's just seeing everybody's shit. Or we're trying to paint over the shit so it doesn't look like shit. Not to even mention like Passport Bros or Diverging, or look at how dating has gone. So just because you found a way to better yourself doesn't mean that other people are trying to better themselves. And you don't want to marry someone, or you don't want to be with someone who's not trying to better themselves. That's how we all end up in these shitty situations, getting married like 3-4 fucking times. Marriage isn't finna fix it. For men, marriage isn't just having someone you can have sex with all the time. Just like for women, it's not someone who's just gonna buy your shit and do everything for you and have sex with you all the time. I don't know how marriage looked for you guys, but for some of us, that wasn't it. This also has to do with like being rich. Like, we know the prices of things are kind of continuously going up. I hope these prices end up coming down here soon. You still have to do the work, even when it's hard, right? The work still has to get done. So many of us are going to be like high value men, maybe like 1 out of 10 or some shit like that, right? While the rest of us have to uphold society. And women, they all just want high value men. It makes sense, but it's not going to happen for all of them. So you have to be okay with either possibly waiting or being a forever bachelor. And if you're going to be a forever bachelor, then you might as well just keep masturbating, dude. Because I feel like most of us want to stop masturbating so we can, at some point, have a family. Like, I want to be a dad. Most guys I know want to be a dad. That's it. Really just telling you guys, quit cucking yourselves out to the internet. So I hope they help. Take it easy on yourself. Bars. And yeah, that's it.